So Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, is said to be worth about $200 billion. And now he wants to donate almost all of that money to investments in Africa, leaving his children only 1% of the wealth, which is still $2 billion, and that's still a lot of money. But then why would Bill Gates do this? Why are they throwing their money away at Africans? My online friend, Daniel Natal, gave the explanation. It's going to be $200 billion to facilitate Africa's invasion of Europe and North America. Africa itself will never be truly developed because global financial capital requires these countries to be backward and corrupt so that they can easily acquire their natural resources. So the answer to my question is, the American elites and some European elites are investing money in Africa to move the Africans to the markets and the infrastructure of Europe and North America, into our cities, for example, into our neighborhoods, so that they may become consumers who will pay the high price for their originally cheap resources. So the resources in Africa will remain cheap for Western companies and corporations to acquire, but we bring in the Africans to become high-priced consumers of really the finished goods made with their own resources that in their own countries aren't worth much at all. Now, I am not a fan of this development. Maybe some Africans don't quite understand me very well, but I am not a member of the white elites in the Western world. I am an ordinary citizen of Western Europe, and I'm not interested in the mass flooding of Europe with African immigrants. I want to do something about this, and the answer seems to be clearly, obviously to me. We should develop Africa. We should develop Africa so that they can stay in Africa and have the wealth they want there, so they don't need to come here. And I would be totally fine with this if only somehow, some way we could figure out how to overthrow the power of the corporations in the West, so that they no longer will decide our future, but that we will decide it for ourselves. And it's going to be very, very different. In my own vision, for example, Europe will become greener in terms of forests. We will begin even shrinking our cities, meaning removing blocks and neighborhoods and turning them into green parks for the people who live there. Basically, in a shrinking economy, there is so much opportunity for us in Europe to make things nice again, to make life more meaningful again. And that's what I'm aiming for.